turns out people are more likely to have a deadly heart attack on a Monday than any other day of the week. And that's according to a new study out of Ireland. And it has some doctors questioning why that actually is.
Yeah, Dr. Elizabeth Sang is a psychologist and joins us now to shed some light on that issue. Thanks so much for being with us.
Happy to be here.
All right. So were you surprised by the results of the study or no?
You know, I was not surprised at all by the results of this study. This study just joins a really long list of studies that demonstrate a strong link between the way we live our lives and our physical health. And that includes these rhythms. We assume that this 5-day work week is the way things must be, but there are a lot of other ways we could divide up the way we work. And when we have one schedule where we wake up early and have lots of stress, and another schedule where we sleep in and have less stress, it seems like that impacts our cardiovascular health.
Okay, so this study also mentioned the potential connection between heart attacks and sleep. What are your thoughts on that?
Sleep is such a foundational part of health. It's certainly a potential contributor. And, you know, I know that it can be hard, but going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even if it's the weekend, is actually a really important part of our health. Our bodies like it when our days are consistent. So any way in which the weekends differ from the weekdays can be important, not just sleep, but also exercise, what you're eating, and your stress levels.
And can that stress, if you have it, a lot of it, cause a heart attack?
That's such an interesting question. So yes, stress is actually a biological phenomenon. Our bodies are preparing to deal with a challenge through fight or flight. And during stress, our heart has to pump a lot faster as it sends more blood to our extremities to help us fight off an attacker or run away. That was adaptive when our challenges were fighting off saber-toothed tigers, but it's less helpful now that our challenges are more like the morning commute or a difficult presentation at work. Fighting and fleeing are not terribly adaptive strategies for modern stress. And unfortunately, this is what our bodies do. Because modern stress can last a long time, this, reaction in our body can lead to negative downstream effects like heart attacks.
Okay, with heart attacks occurring more often on Mondays, is there anything that people can do on Sunday to lower our Monday stress?
I think that there's things that people can do every single day of the entire week to try to help lower our stress overall. We want our days to stay consistent because our bodies thrive on routine. Is there a way that we can get enough sleep during your weekends and your weekdays so that the sleep doesn't have to be different? How can you build stress management into your everyday routine so you're not hit by this big wave of stress on Monday morning? The most effective way to manage physiologic stress is by using formal relaxation strategies. These all have a foundation in deep breathing or breathing with your belly. When you use your diaphragm to breathe in and out, it tones the vagus nerve, which regulates your heart. Things like muscle relaxation or imagery meditation can be used on top of a foundation of deep breathing. Exercise is also a really effective stress management tool, especially aerobic exercise, because it helps regulate your breathing and hormonally modulate your stress.
Okay. We got to deal with it. I mean, because stress isn't going anywhere, so we got to figure it out.
Part of our modern life, yeah.
Yeah. Dr. Sang, thank you so much for the time and for the insights today.
Thank you.
All right. And the American Heart Association has a ton of information on its website about heart attack symptoms and how to lower your risk. You can see them at heart.org.